Hey guys, it's James back again with a new video, and this one was requested by my newest subscriber, Gavin Birch, and he wanted to know, what actually happens when you get to MEPS. So if you're joining the Marine Corps, it's going to be a little bit different than if you're joining another branch, and it's not very different. It's more of like your recruiter's going to tell you to do certain little things, but this one right here, there's going to be little details that some other people, Army, Navy, Air Force, you guys might not see. So if that is the case, it may be different. Every recruiter is not the same, so it may be different. But for the most part, this is the little hints that I tell you about. They're going to be mostly Marine Corps. But getting into it, your first day is not actually going to be at MEPS. And just to put into regard that the MEPS I'm speaking about is the Jacksonville MEPS station. That's the only one I've ever been to, and so they may be run differently in other locations. But for Jacksonville MEPS, and I do believe the Pooler MEPS as well, your first day, you go to a hotel. And what you do there is you go to this game room. It's got like pool table, 2 PlayStations on the left, 2 Xbox on the right, plenty of games, every war movie you've ever seen right there, chess table, free popcorn, free chips, free drinks, ping pong. What else was in there? I think it was a foosball table. Yeah, got foosball, the whole 9 yards. So you have plenty of stuff to do. There's like 12 couches in there. Everybody can lounge around, right? So you're gonna go in there, and you're gonna get called in about groups of 20 to this little room where you're gonna sign a paper. All right. Now in that paper, they're gonna ask you for your recruiter's number. Okay. So be sure, and this is for everybody at this point. Okay. Everybody needs to either have the recruiter's number on a piece of paper or know it in their head, because you won't get your room card if you don't. So, just fair warning now, if you don't know your number, make sure you know somebody that has it, either that or you have it on your person or in your mind. So, that is a big one. They're gonna ask you for your branch of service and everything, and they're gonna talk to you in that room as well. They're gonna debrief you on, hey, lights out is at 2200, which is it's affirmed there. That is exactly what time you're allowed. You cannot be awake after 2200. 0400 is reveille. So that sounds kind of stupid, but there's a science to that one. Okay. Now after you do that, they're gonna start serving you chow. So you're gonna take your card, and they're gonna give you they're also going to give you, while you're getting all that information and filling out the stuff, they're going to give you a food voucher, which is the only way you're going to be able to get dinner. And you can only get one dinner. So, you can't keep ordering more. It doesn't work that way. Unless you, there's this little short, chubby white guy. He's kind of a dickhead, but if you get on his good side, he'll help you out. But good luck with that, Been there twice. He still hates me. Anyway, going on to the next part, you're going to do chow. So, midnight chow, is going to either be not a chef salad, I'm sorry, a Caesar salad, a wrap, chicken Alfredo, a burger, and there's 3 other menu items that they just added, and they introduced to you at the table, so they may change. I didn't want to add that in there because I didn't know if they're going to stay. But all of that is very filling. I'm not going to lie. It came in a plate about maybe a little wider than my head, and it's always full. You will not be hungry when you go to sleep unless you're really fat, which you can't be. So, what I'm saying? So after you go to chow, you have until exactly 10 o'clock to get in your room. You can watch TV in your room if you want. You can go up to your room whenever you want after you're issued one. You're going to most likely have a roommate, and it's not off any chronological order. You just get a roommate. Reveille, 0400, okay? You're late for that, and they will come to your room. Okay, so from 0400 to 6 o'clock in the morning, which is 0600, you have time to shower, you have time to shave, you have time to prep your clothes, and you have time to eat breakfast. So at 6 o'clock, that is game time right there. About 04:45 is when they start serving, but at 6 o'clock, everybody's done. You're lining up in a hallway where you're gonna get on the bus to MEPS. So the buses, they're going to be a lot more packed than your shuttle bus that you take up there. All right, so it's going to be everybody's on there. Now you do note that when you leave your room, everything you took in there has to come out, except for obviously trash if you put it in a trash bag. So you're not coming back to, like, unless you have something weird going on with you, you are not coming back to the hotel. So everything that is your belongings comes with you to MEPS. All right. So at that point, you're on the bus and you're gonna go to MEPS, and you're gonna go to this receiving branch, which is right outside. So you're gonna get into a big platoon formation. All your buses, you're gonna get in this big mass formation, right? And they're gonna ask you, Marine Corps, are you shipping today? You get in this line, and then they go through, and then Navy, Army, Air Force, and then they say, hey, have you ever been to MEPS before? If you're coming back, go over here, and if you're brand new, go over here. So that'll happen. He's also gonna tell you to take off your belt. Give him any contraband items, that being any sharp objects or illegal substances. If they find them when you're walking inside, you will be terminated with no ability to come back. No matter what, no matter who you know, this is not happening, okay? At that point, they tell you to take your belts, take your wallets, take your jewelry off. No cell phones. They will make you turn your cell phone off, put it in your bag. You take your bag and you put it on a conveyor belt. So if you have any metal items, let them know in advance. Your wallet goes through as well, which you are going to need very, very much so, especially males. Females, you just need your social security card and your ID. And your selective service number if you still have it. At that point, they're gonna welcome you. They're gonna go in this big behind room, and you're gonna sit in there. It's kind of like a waiting room, and there's gonna be two people that come up to you. One is gonna be the lady that works at the front desk, and she's gonna tell you all about the rules of MEPS. Like, don't do this, do that, do it when you're asked, blah blah blah. And then there's gonna be another person, which is typically an officer of a random branch, who tells you about sexual harassment is a zero tolerance, drugs is a zero tolerance. And they'll go down the line of, what is sexual harassment. If you use sexual harassment, you will be in a lot of trouble. You're looking at fine and some jail time. So don't do that to yourself. Once you're done with that, they're going to send you to your liaisons. Now, this liaison is going to play a big part in your day, because if you piss your liaison off, you're going to be there all day long. Okay? What your liaison does is they hand you all your medical forms, your blank documents. So you're going to get this packet from them. If the Marine Corps specifically, you're also going to get a blue shirt, which makes you a poolee. Okay, so now you stand out from everybody else. Okay, you can go put that blue shirt on if you want to. It's got the Marine Corps with an emblem, and then the back it just has a big Marine Corps EGA. And it's a blue shirt, by the way. That is the poolee color for Marine Corps. And at that point, they're going to start sending you to medical. All right. Medical is going to do so much to you. That's going to be the majority of your day. And this can go in any random order because they move people through according to like your branch and what you're doing there. So you're going to do things including and sometimes not limited to depth perception tests, color blindness tests, physical sight, 20/20 vision sight testing. They're going to do hearing tests. They're going to do agilities tests, so you're going to have to get butt naked and touch your legs and do duck walks and stuff, and you have to do it for so long. And honestly, some of it's going to hurt. So fair warning, if you're really out of shape but you look normal, you're going to know. And they're going to know. No warts on your hands and like that, by the way, especially Marines, because they will get you for that. Marines don't want warts, so be careful. I actually had this one, I had to chop off 2 days ago. If you can see it very well. It's growing back now. I cut it off, started bleeding, and I was like, I cut my finger on something. But anyway, back to the actual task at hand. You're also gonna get a full body examination. They're gonna ask you to spread your butt cheeks and bend over, and they're gonna touch your asshole. And it's not gonna be comfortable, but you can request a female if you're a male, and if for some weird reason you want a guy to touch you and you're a female, you can also do that too. Which I guess it's not really that weird, but hey, whatever you want to do, okay. You'll also be checked for substances. So you're going to get a drug test. You have to piss in a cup. You're going to get blood taken. So if you're scared of needles, today is not your day. Honestly, I'm terrified of them. And my man said, hey, look up. I'm going to do it in 3, 2, 1. And he was like, I'm just fucking with you. I'm going to start right now. By the time he said that, I didn't even know he stuck this big ass thick needle in my arm and took almost an entire beaker of blood. So you guys will not know. It's honestly not uncomfortable. Slight nausea afterwards. Just sit down and relax. After that, you're going to go to chow. That's about 12 o'clock. So 1200 to 1400 is chow. You're going to get a big-ass sandwich. You're going to get a fruit. You're going to get a chip. You're going to get a cookie. And you're going to get a free soda. And you only get one, though. So don't be a jerk because they're going to pay attention. After that happens, you just kind of sit around or go back into what you need to do. And at that point, for the majority of your day, that's about the end of it. You're looking at about 2 o'clock at this point. The first swear-in for your branch, for any branch, is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that'd be 1300. When you swear in, you're saying, hey, I am now a poolee, and this branch is yada 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 yada. I'm gonna join. All right, and then from there, the first shuttle bus, that leaves to MEPS or leaves from MEPS, is scheduled to leave at 1500. Now this is day 2, 1500, which is 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the civilians that are watching. Don't know what military time is. That is not a set time. If there's somebody that is going with you on any shuttle bus, even one person that's not ready, you have to wait for that person. So if there's one guy out of the 30 of you guys that are like, hey man, I'm still taking my freaking ASVAB right now, you are in for a long day because they're not leaving until about 8 o'clock at night. And that means you got to go all the way back. Me personally, that'd be a 5-hour ride home, plus another hour once I got to freaking Pooler, Georgia, to go back here to Beaufort. Not a good time, but it can happen. It happened my first time, and it probably will happen again. But at that point, you'll talk to your recruiter, and he will give you papers and start doing weird stuff with you. So, that one's on your recruiter at that point. I also want to note, like I was telling you guys, there's some little things for the Marine Corps. Do not show up in shorts, okay? Your recruiter will get very irritated. In fact, they want you to wear a nice pair of dress pants, church shoes, a nice button-up, like maybe tuxedo bottom or something like that, and a tie, okay? They want you to look nice each time. Even if you're getting ready to ship out, that is exactly what they want you to wear. Okay, if you do not have that, a nice polo shirt or a nice button-up shirt and some jeans. Some new, unfaded, unholy, unstained jeans. I made the mistake in the last video of taking a pair of shorts. I ended up having to go and spend a little bit of money at a store before the shuttle got there to buy some jeans. Don't be that person. Do your best. Let your recruiter know in advance if you just don't have the money to get something like that, and he will definitely help you out. Or she. I don't want to be discriminatory. But as always, guys, that's all I got for you, and thank you for watching, and I hope you guys just really, really, really enjoyed this video about me telling you about all the weird molestation that happens at MEPS, which is going to make you guys stay up for like 3 days. But yeah, like I said, as usual, stay hungry, stay right, stay humble, and as a side note, man, don't give up. Don't get scared. And whatever you do when you go to MEPS, don't give anybody an attitude. It's going to suck. You're going to hate your life. But if you don't give anybody an attitude, you're actually going to have a good day in comparison to what it would be. And, that's all I got for you guys this time. And thanks for watching. And just, if you liked the video, you got any questions, don't be afraid to like and subscribe. But, if you got any questions about MEPS or about any further videos, or have any requests or comments about my videos, leave them in the comments. They will be heard. It's not like the bigger stuff where, they say they'll be heard and then they get read and liked and left. But, like I said, stay humble, stay hungry, and stay right. All right, guys? And again, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. You guys have a great day.